Briefing. Railroad history from 1820 to 1920s. Railroads in America can be traced back to 1815 when Colonel John Stevens gained the first charter in North America to build the New Jersey Railroad Company, although it was not constructed until 1832. The first steam locomotive in the U.S. was tested by Colonel John Stevens in 1826, and the first revenue train was carried by the South Carolina Canal and Railroad Company in 1830. However, the Baltimore and Ohio is recognized as the nation's first common carrier. The success of these early railroads led to a railroad mania in the U.S., with the total miles of track in the U.S. east of the Mississippi River tripling from 2,800 miles in 1840 to over 9,000 miles in 1850. However, during these early years, the railroads were not always safe and were often operated with little regard for the safety of passengers. This led to calls for regulatory oversight and improvements in infrastructure and safety. Later, in August of 1829, Horatio Allen, a chief engineer for the Delaware and Hudson Canal Company, tested an early English steam locomotive on a 16-mile stretch of company-owned track between Honesdale and Carbondale, Pennsylvania. The locomotive was named the Stourbridge Lion, a very simple two-axle machine with a vertical boiler. It, along with 3 other similar designs, was envisioned to handle coal from the D&H mines at Carbondale to Honesdale. A year later, in August of 1830, the 3-year-old Baltimore and Ohio carried out trials of the Tom Thumb, the work of Peter Cooper. While the steam locomotive had proven its worth on the South Carolina road, the B&O is recognized as our nation's first common carrier, a corporate entity which is expected to haul anything, within reason, offered to it by the general public. By 1840, states east of the Mississippi River boasted over 2,800 miles of track, and a decade later that number had more than tripled to over 9,000. The new form of transportation could operate in all types of weather and move people and goods at previously unheard of speeds. The railroads played a significant role in the country's growth and prosperity, with the golden age of railroads lasting from the 1880s to the 1920s. Thanks for watching. Follow on Twitter at McKinneyBrief.